Line angles. Line angles were my Achilles heel. I didn't know what a line angle was at all. As I said earlier, this is the most important 18 square millimeters, in my personal opinion, in smile design. If we put on distal line angles on a tooth, it's amazing the number of symmetry items that one can figure out when it comes to line angles. But in terms of line angles, when we're looking at it on a tooth, they really control a lot of issues if we can control reflective and deflective surfaces. So number one, they're really not lines or angles. They're actually pretty soft and they're somewhat curved. But they give us the difference between the meeting of the interproximal versus where that reflective surface ends up being. So we have, if light were to strike here on this one, it's going to bounce off to the side. So we would call this the deflective surfaces of the tooth, or the facial embrasures, if you will. Now, there are horizontal ones, and there are vertical deflective surfaces. In between those deflective surfaces, you're going to find a reflective surface. That's the big flat spot. Now, this is really important to control, because if you can control this territory, you can control the way this tooth looks. So let's say that you have a space that's wider than the tooth next to it, and you want to control that. You want to make that tooth look like it's the same size as the one next to it. If you set the line angle so the reflective surface is going to match that contralateral tooth, you can almost change it and make that tooth appear to be more narrow than it really is. You can do the same with lengthening a tooth or shortening a tooth within limits. I mean, you can't pull off miracles too much, but you can change little things, and I'm going to illustrate that with a case. But you can also do that in terms of, setting the vertical parts of the tooth. You can do it to make a tooth look longer than what you're actually having the room to provide, or make it look shorter and squattier.